Hey everyone, it's Eric Miller with Econologics Financial Advisors, and of course, it's Frequently Asked Question Friday. Now, I posed a question to all my Facebook friends, and the question was, should you pay off your home? And man, I got so many amazing responses from people all across the spectrum. Some of you are like, yeah, pay it off right away. Some of you are like, heck no, don't pay it off at all. Some of you are like, yes, you should do it in a controlled manner. And so I got a lot of good feedback. So I'm going to answer this question for you today. Now, look, one thing I've learned, there are no absolute financial truths out there. The only one that I know is that any one of you can change your financial condition by making a decision to do so. That's the only absolute financial truth that I know. Everything else is up for debate. So let's get into this one as far as whether or not you should pay off your home. Now, first things first, we have to make sure we understand the definition of destructive debt versus constructive debt, okay? Because when you're borrowing money, you have to understand what the consequences would be for that. If you're going to borrow money, it should be for three purposes and three purposes only. Or there should be three rules to you borrowing that money. Number one, the asset should appreciate in value. Number two, you should get some kind of tax benefit for it. And then number three, it should create you income. So before you decide to buy something or you're going to borrow money for it, it should satisfy those three rules. Now, let's take a look at a mortgage. Now, a mortgage or a house definitely can appreciate in value. It does provide you a tax benefit, but does it provide you any income? Wah, wah, wah. No, it does not. In most cases, a house is a expense. It sucks expenses out of you. Like if you've ever owned a house for a period of time, you know that it just cost a lot of money. Okay. Now, this isn't a debate on whether or not you should buy a home or rent a home. Okay. It's completely impractical for me to sit here and tell people that they should just sell their homes and they should just rent because I'm not going to convince 50 million people to do so. Okay. So if you own a home, the question is, should you pay off your mortgage? Okay. So there are people in one camp that basically say, you know what, I can get money cheaper at the bank. I can pay that mortgage back with depreciating dollars. I can take that money and set it aside and invest it and make more money on the side. Okay, great. Now, in theory, that could work. I have just never seen anyone consistently be able to do that with a high degree of success. Either they don't invest the money or they put the money in places in bad investments where the investment goes, either bankrupt or, they're down 20, 30, 40%. Especially those people out there that tell you to rip the equity out of your home and put it into an investment that you don't really understand what the risk you're taking. That can be a double whammy. It can be extremely destructive. So I've never seen that concept work because I've just never seen people be able to consistently do that, okay? Now, the other argument is I'm going to take every available dollar then and then pay off my home because I do believe you should pay off your home. Now, does that mean that you should take every dollar that you can find under the mattress, in the bank, anywhere, and just attack and pay all of your debt off? Absolutely not. You should do it in a systematic way that's part of a plan that gets your house paid off on a target that you want to achieve. Obviously, that's going to lower the interest cost. But there's another reason why I definitely want you to pay off your home. And it really has nothing to do with dollars and cents whatsoever. Your home is where you live. It's where you feel safe. It's where you create. It's where you have pleasure moments with your kids and your spouse. And I think that there's a lot of value in where you live, owning where you live, not having to worry that, I have to make my payment or I have to, be concerned that if I can't make my payments that I'm going to lose this place because it's your safe place. This is where you operate from. It's home base. So, when you borrow for something that you don't have the cash to pay for at that point in time, your attention gets stuck in the past a little bit. And I found that people that have their house paid off are able to direct more of their attention towards future and creating businesses and creating more income. And that's the reason why I think that if you do have a home mortgage, you should definitely pay it off. Now, I'm going to have people disagree with me because they think they can make more money on the side, and maybe you're right, but I'm going to leave you with this. I've consulted with over 200 practice owners, and what I would consider really successful financial business owner that has had their house paid off or has paid their house off, I've never ever seen them be in a bad financial condition because of it. So that tells me something, that they paid off their house and their overall financial condition is really, really good. Okay? So definitely, in my estimation, pay off your house if you have a home mortgage. Ideally, it would be great if you had a ton of passive income coming in from other sources that you could pay your mortgage off. That would be great. I don't know if that's always practical, but pay your house off. Do it as part of a plan. Okay, don't take every available dollar that you have. Make sure that you're making enough money to pay off your debt and to make sure that you're creating wealth at the same time, so you're not doing either or and playing that scarcity game. And then, but make sure you do that, because I think that you will definitely find that once your house is paid off, you're relaxed. You're like, oh my gosh, I own this place free and clear. And it just makes you, and especially your spouse, feel really, really good. So that's my viewpoint on that. I hope that helps. If you want to hear more from us, then you can certainly go to our YouTube channel, econologicsfinancialadvisors.com. But we're going to come back at you with more information like this, because look, we want all of you to get into financial beast mode, and that's what you should want for yourself. So this is Eric Miller. Do well. I'll see you next time.